All right, guys, we are looking at, I've done it again, haven't I? Okay, guys, we're looking at loan repayments now. You might remember a couple of chapters ago, a couple of times ago, we looked at present value interest factors. We've also looked at compound interest and present values of annuities and future values of annuities, and these all use tables for us to work it out. You may remember the PVIF, the present value interest factor. You'll notice I've highlighted in yellow. With this one, we do have a formula, which I will underline. The PVA equals A times the PVIF. Now, the PVIF is the present value interest factor. You get that from the table, and it is based on the interest rate per period over how many interest periods there are. So this one was 9% over 3 interest periods, and when you have a look at the table, you'll find that that would be 2.5313. Okay, then the formula says PVA equals A times PVIF. Now the PVA is the amount that's been borrowed. So you'll see that the $5,000 has been highlighted. So the PVA is the amount that's borrowed, equals A, which is the actual repayment amount. So you'll notice that A comes down here and gives you an answer, which is the annual repayment in this case. So you just substitute in and solve it. So you've got the formula, write down what you know, substitute in, solve. So it's the same deal that we've always done. You get the PVIF from the table, you get the PVA from the question. Sometimes it might ask how much did they borrow, if they're paying back this much at this percent over this long. Sometimes it'll ask you to find out what the PVIF is based on the other two. Okay, so it's just substitute 2 in and find the third. Sometimes you might have to manipulate the equation. You should know how to do that just using inverse operations, okay? Now, they're having a look at the progress of the loan. When they do that, you'll notice that it comes down, the balance comes down to basically 0. The 5 cents is still owing on the loan, blah, blah, blah. Yes, the bank will make you pay the extra 5 cents. Oh my God, yes, and they'll charge you interest on it too. Banks are not our friends, don't forget that. All right, so that's an example of how it works. So that's just basically, this table is showing you that it works, okay? So 9% of $5,000, $450. So they're adding the interest on, minusing the repayment, adding the interest on, minusing the repayment, so on and so forth. So we're going to go to the first worked example for it. There's the table, by the way. And those interest rates, that was 9% per annum, and it was loans were repaid annually. Now that doesn't happen. That happens when you're putting money in. Doesn't happen when they're taking money out. Like when you've got a loan, you normally pay weekly, sometimes fortnightly or monthly, but very rarely do you pay like 6 monthly or yearly. So you'll notice that the interest factors, the rate, is 0.05 and all those sort of things. Okay, so they look very, very small, and they kind of are. But if you have a look, I'll just bring up the calculator. If you have a look and say, okay, well, if I was doing it at 9% per annum and I was doing it weekly, I'm going to divide it by 52, which is going to give me that. That's not right. Let's go 0.09 divided by 52 would give me that, 0.001. Okay, so that's the sort of thing you're looking at for a weekly one. But you'll see what we mean. All right, let's have a look at the worked example. All right, so I've been going for almost 4 minutes. Damn it. Use the table of present value interest factors to calculate the monthly repayment of a loan at, oh, they've already given it to us. 250,000, 0.5% per month, I've already said it, and 20 years. So let's have a look. Write down what we, write down the formula. PVA equals A times PVIF. Okay. Now we write down what we know. Okay. PVA is easy. PVA equals 250,000. PVIF equals, now we've got to have a look, that 20 years, don't forget we're doing it per month, so 20 times 12, you got to work that out. I want to give that a go. 240 months, okay? So what we're looking for is 0.5% and 240 months, so let's go up. What is it, 0.05? 0.5% per month. having a good morning. Okay. Go away. Thank you. That's the percent, or the rate, because remember it's 0.05, 0.5 as a percent, so you've got to divide that by 100, which will give you 0.005. Sorry, my brain wasn't working. And we know it's over 240 months, so let's go down and find our 240, which is actually just here. So that's our number, 139, that's our PVIF, 1395808. So let's go down, 13, told you my brain didn't work. 139, now I'll zoom up because my brain's gone again, 5808, yep, 0.5808. All right, so now we're going to substitute that in. So PVA, we've got 250,000 equals A times 139.5808. Now, Kate, you're going to answer this before anyone else does because you remember how to do this, and I'm very, very happy about that. How do we get rid of that so that we've only got A on it? Divide both sides by 139.5808. 139.5808. And that will give us a wonderful answer of, oh, did I close the calculator? Oh, my brain. Sorry, guys. I know you're bored. Just watch this. Look, I'll do some elevator music. Hope you all know Girl from Ipanema. It's a great song. Levi, you should sing it. Actually, no. You probably shouldn't. All right, here we go. We've got 250, 123, divided by 139.5808 equals 1791.08. 1791.08. So that is the monthly repayment. And that was more painful than I expected. Thanks, guys.